Hello and welcome to Explore Home Repeat. Today we're off to Cadbury World in Birmingham. We're here to see if it's still any good and worth visiting for your next family day out. We're going to explore their immersive exhibition spaces, ride their new ride and hopefully eat a whole lot of chocolate. Right, let's go and explore. So here we are just going into Cadbury's World. It'll be really interesting to see what's changed since last time we came here. I think they've updated their ride, maybe the shop, and maybe a few exhibitions as well. So let's go and have a look. As you come in, you've got reception and the ticket desks over here. There is then a big cafe over here. This is the start or the exit of the shop. And then you use your timed ticket to head into the main exhibits over there. After you've queued up to head in, you come to this little desk, they give you some chocolate, and you can also buy some little bags, a little purple bag for £1.50 or a canvas bag for £2.50 to put your chocolate in. We've got our little canvas bag. Did we get a lot of chocolate?
We've got 6 bars.
Whoa, 6 bars of chocolate you get included. We didn't seem to get any for Sienna, or maybe you get 2 each or 3 each, not sure.
Each,
okay,
so
2 each per person.
Like 1 caramel and 12.
So I remember this. The first bit you go into is the Aztec jungle to tell you the history of cacao and chocolate and where it came from in South America. But it's really well themed, all jungly. There are some slightly creepy mannequins that Sienna's not quite so keen on, but it's really cool, really good immersive experience as you come straight in. It is really, really cool. Loads of interactive games to play that teach you about how the Aztecs grew cacao and how you add milk and honey and water and vanilla to it to kind of make a sweet treat out of the cacao beans. So this section's cool. They use sort of mirrors and projections onto real sets, and they're telling you about the stories of the Spanish coming on and killing the Aztec emperor and then using the cacao and taking it back to Europe. I love this next bit. You come out of the bit telling you all about the Aztecs and the Spanish, and you come into this real sort of Victorian looking area that's like exactly like Birmingham. It really is very, very cleverly done. It's really cool here, isn't it?
Everyone's watching a little video at the minute, and then we go into another area. I think it's a big screen thing. I'll talk about it a bit more.
So we've just been through 2 kind of almost sort of interactive cinema pieces. They were just about the production of chocolate and how Cadbury's do it and how they came to be, the history and how they developed dairy milk and all of that. And then you come into this really cool, very modern looking bit about the production, and there's loads of interactive screens and things to play with so you can see how they make the chocolate. Sienna, what have you got? What is it?
Twirl.
A twirl? Wow. This is too much temptation for a 2-year-old having a bag full of chocolate with you. Oh, here we go into the chocolate making area. Oh, you can smell the chocolate as you come in. They've got lots of things that the chocolatiers have made. A Bellingham England shirt, a giant frog. And then you come into the factory area, or this is kind of like a test kitchen, I think. Wow, Sienna has just spotted just molten chocolate pouring out of this machine. Oh, here we come. More free chocolate. Okay, so you get a little pot of melted chocolate and then 2 toppings. Thank you. So I went with fudge pieces and white chocolate buttons. This is amazing. What did you get?
Jelly babies.
Jelly babies?
White chocolate buttons.
Let's have a look. Wow, are you very excited?
And I got marshmallows and jelly babies.
This area is really, really cool, this whole chocolate making area, isn't it? Because not only do you get a little sample, but you get to see how they really make some of these sort of limited edition runs, Easter eggs and sort of shaped, moulded chocolate, as well as kind of a talk about how they cool the chocolate, why they use marble work surfaces. It's really good, isn't it?
It's really good, and it's just like, it gets you all excited, doesn't it? It gets you into the brand, and you're like, oh, what else should I get?
I guess it's quite good because you can't actually go around the real factory, so it's like a little mini factory here for the tourist to see. All right, that's all the chocolate tasting over. We're thoroughly full and covered in chocolate. So this area is all about the advertising for Cadbury's and all their TV adverts and things like that. So there's quite a lot of this advertising area, how they market Cadbury's. And again, it's all really quite well themed, like a little sort of toy town with lots of sort of very oldie worldy looking buildings around, and then lots of video screens showing how they've marketed all the various different kind of mascots they've had, like the gorilla that plays the drums, and Freddo the frog, and the chocolate dog that used to be on before Coronation Street. So again, it's kind of clever. They cover all the bases about the history, about the chocolate making. You get to try some, about the marketing. It really is a good experience. So they have not so long ago upgraded their ride they've got here, so we're going to try that. We can't film on it unfortunately, but I'll see if I can find some footage to insert here so you can see what it's like. This new ride called Cadbury's Chocolate Quest is a sort of slow-moving, interactive dark ride with loads of special effects and screens in which you aim your laser gun at to shoot targets and build up your score as you go around. It was quite fun. It's still relatively short, but it's definitely an improvement on the old ride. The ride is really so much better than the old one. Old one was just kind of a little go around in a little old car, little scenes to look at. Now it's an interactive shooting game where you have to shoot things like milk bottles and cacao beans and chocolate bars wrapped up, and then it gives you a score at the end. They also gave us a load more chocolate bars at the end of the ride as well. And then you come out into this amazing new shop. On the ride there is also a photo that's taken, so you can go and buy that afterwards. It actually came up pretty well, but I wasn't looking the right way and Sienna wasn't smiling, so I think we're going to give it a miss. This new shop is really cool. It's all really well themed. It does seem like the chocolate in this shop is pretty good value, so you can get 10 Freddos for £1.70. This huge bar of chocolate you can get for 2 for £5. So it does seem like there's some pretty good deals. They have plenty of obligatory drum playing gorilla soft toys, all you could ever want, and so much Cadbury's merchandise and chocolate. It's huge. They've just got huge pallets over there just full of little dairy milks and curly whirlies. They honestly have every single type of dairy milk you could ever hope for in here. What have you found? A Freddo frog?
Classic.
Wow, do you like him?
Freddo.
Oh yeah, you're really into the Freddos. This toddler is now hyped up on loads of chocolate and wants every single thing in this shop. So it did seem like the tour around this part was slightly shorter than last time?
Yeah, it could be a number of factors. It could be because we got a toddler that you can't look at things as long, or it's because they've got the new ride and it's taken up most of the museum-y kind of advertising section.
Like you say, I think that advertising bit did seem a bit shorter somehow. It may be just our imaginations, but the ride definitely looked bigger. It looked like it took up more space. So I think they maybe took some space from the shop, and the shop has then taken some space from the cafe. But all in all, still really good, and we've still got a whole other bit to explore. There's an outdoor area with play areas, there's a cinema, and a more the sort of old-fashioned museum bit as well, which I think we'll have to check out. They do have this amazing and huge play area, this African adventure play area. Because it is about -3 today, it isn't open, so it's just worth keeping in mind that on cold days they do close the play area. What they have got here also is the 4D chocolate adventure. This is like a 4D cinema. So we're going to go and check it out. We're going to go in, amazing Cadbury building up there, into the cinema. Just waiting for the show to start. 3D glasses on. That 4D cinema experience is a bit of fun. The chairs really move around. You go down like a simulated roller coaster. It's got a load of the advertising characters like the caramel bunny and the mini egg parrot. And then you come out into this sort of activity area where again they've got a load of interactive screens with fun little games to play. We've also got this gallery of talking characters as well on the exit. Again, it's just another little thing to add to the experience once you've done that initial tour around the visitor centre. This looks, I don't remember this, or maybe I do. This is the history of Bournville, so the town that was kind of grown up around the business. I do remember this. So again, yeah, they have this huge, absolutely amazing model of the factory, and then all the houses that were built for the workers all around it. It's amazing. They also have face painting in here for kids. Cool. So there's lots of different things, loads of oldie worldy packaging throughout the decades. Again, it's really cool that you get a mix of sort of the fun family stuff and then genuine museum areas as well. Just amazing, the collection they've got in here of all the packaging and things. Oh, I had one of those.
Same.
I had one of those little vending machines with the little tiny chocolate bars. God, some of this stuff really takes you back.
It's getting old.
Here's something you don't really get anymore. Is mugs with Easter eggs. I'm sure I had that Cadbury's cream egg one at some point. So that's our day over here at Cadbury World. What did you think this time?
I think I enjoyed it a bit more. Maybe it's because we have a little girl now.
Do you like chocolate?
When we came, it was just us two, but it's been quite good. Shorter than I expected, but then we are like in January and it's freezing.
Yeah, so things like that play park wasn't open, that's a real shame. But I do think the ride was so much better. The shop, I think, definitely seemed better, maybe slightly smaller, but it definitely seemed to be more stuff in there to choose from. It's still a really good, fun day out here. Sienna is having a whale of a time over here in this bus. But yeah, I think it is expensive if you pay full price. Make sure you get a discount code from somewhere.
Yeah. Like it was just like a multi-pack of chocolate, and it was, you could get 10% to 40% depending on what day you were going to book. You got more off on a Wednesday than a Saturday, but it's definitely worth it. Just you save a bit of money.
Yeah, definitely. Right, with that being said, we're off home. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye.